Hi everyone, welcome to Graybeard's Duels. Today we bring you the first video in our 10 Creepy Urban Legends collection. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Without further ado, here we go. Number 1. Alaska brings us the tale of the Kushtaka. This legend comes from the Tlingit people of Alaska. They believe that some sea otters aren't otters at all, but shapeshifters. They named them the Kushtaka. The legend has been passed down for generations, mainly from mothers to their kids. It's been said that the mothers tell this to their children to keep them close to home when they're outside. As the legend goes, some sea otters are shapeshifters, able to take on the form of the Tlingit people, so well that you can't tell them apart. A single man or a group of men may even approach you, and you would never be any the wiser. They also prey on lost or injured people in the wilderness, with the promise of rescue too inviting to refuse. All along, their plan is to take you further into the wilderness, where they'll decide whether they want to tear you to shreds with their claws or turn you into one of them. All with the purpose of stopping your reincarnation. So, if you ever find yourself going to venture off in this part of Alaska, don't forget to take your protection with you, which comes in the form of man's best friend. No, not your beer, your dog. Turns out the Kushtaka are very afraid of dogs and fire for that matter, so befriend one if you have to, just make sure you're protected when you come here. Number 2. Louisiana brings us the tale of the Rougarou. Origins of this legend start in 16th century medieval French folklore. At that time it was called the Loup Garou. Belief was so strong that many of the town's folk were said to be the beast and were found guilty of its crimes. French and French-Canadian settlers spread the legend through Louisiana. According to the legend, it's described as a half-man, half-wolf, pretty much like a French werewolf. It lurks in the swamps around Arcadia and New Orleans. So, how do you become a Rougarou, you ask? Well, according to Cajun folklore, someone, or something, has to put a Rougarou curse on you. Are there any volunteers out there? So, how do you protect yourself from the beast? Fire is the answer. Number 3. Arizona brings us the tale of Slaughterhouse Canyon, also known as Luana's Canyon. The tale begins in the 1800 gold rush era. During the time, there was a family that lived in the bottom of the canyon in a small wooden shack. They were so poor that the husband had to go out into the canyon every day in search of food for his family. One day, he never returned. Nobody quite knows what happened to him. So his family, who was relying on him to bring back their food, began to starve, and the mother started to lose her mind. With her children's screams of starvation becoming too much to bear, she put on her wedding dress and killed the children, throwing them into the river. The next day, she herself died of starvation. Some say, if you go down into the canyon at night, you can still hear the loud cries of the mother that lost her mind. Number 4. Kentucky brings us the tale of the Goatman of Pope Lick. No one knows for sure how the Goatman came to be. Some people say it was a circus performer, while others say it was a farmer who made a deal with the devil. In exchange for good harvests, he would torture his goats, and the devil himself turned him into the Goatman. His appearance is said to be that of dark fur with pale skin, goat legs, and horns. He's said to hide under the Pope Lick Creek Bridge around Louisville and lures people onto the train track so he can watch them get hit by oncoming trains. Terribly, this legend has claimed a person's life. In 2016, an Ohio woman fell to her death from the bridge while looking for the Goatman. It's a very dangerous place, even if the Goatman does not show up. Number 5. From Montana, we get the tale of the hitchhiker. This legend takes place off Highway 87 in Cascade County in the Black Horse Lake area. It's said that this is the most aggressive phantom hitchhiker in the United States. starts out that usually a one-occupant vehicle is traveling down the highway day or night, but usually at night, and that person will see what seems to be a Native American man dressed all in denim on the side of the road. It'll look like he's hitchhiking, but as the car gets closer, the man appears to be rolling over the hood of the car into the windshield and up over the top. Startled, the person driving pulls over and gets out to see if the person's okay, but to their shock, there's no one there. People believe that this is the spirit of a Native American man that was killed by a car on this highway years ago. Have you ever been on this road in Montana? If so, let us know down in the comments what your experience was. Number 6. West Virginia brings us the tale of the White Things. This legend has many names. The White Things, the White Dogs, or White Devils, and most people say that it's an extension of the Native American tale of the White Wolf. In the Appalachian region, there were sightings by settlers of extremely large wolves or dogs roaming around. The dog-like ones were coming from the Cherokee lore. They are said to be snowy white and have glowing red eyes, and they're incredibly fast and can be bipedal or on all fours. They're mostly vicious monsters attacking without provocation. The person attacked is shocked to find out that they have no injuries to them, except for the lasting nightmares from the attack. Number 7. From the southern coastal region of South Carolina comes the tale of the Boo Hag. This legend comes to us from the Gula culture. The Boo Hag is a skinless vampire of sorts, but instead of blood, they suck out your energy. They're always in female form, whether young or old, and they can enter your home through any tiny crack. Once they're in, they'll appear in their female form with no flesh. They then go into your room, and while you're sleeping, they'll sit on your chest. With every breath you take, they suck out your energy. They make sure to leave enough so they can keep coming back to feed off you more. If, by accident, they go too far and take all your energy, they'll simply take your skin and wear it like new clothes. It's said if you want to protect yourself from the Boo Hag, all you have to do is sleep with a straw broom next to your bed. They're so fascinated by the straw that they'll spend all night counting it and leave you alone. Number 8. From Beaver, Oklahoma comes the tale of the men in black at Shaman's portal. The legend goes that a Spanish explorer named Francisco Vasquez de Coronado was exploring the area with Native American guides while looking for gold. He ignored their warnings to stay away from the dunes, and it cost him 3 of his team members, as they vanished in flashes of green lightning. This, Coronado later wrote in his journal, was the work of the devil. The natives know this place as the Shaman's portal, with many disappearances happening here. Locals claim to have witnessed military excavations happening at night. And in the 90s, an archaeologist named Dr. Mark Thatcher from Oklahoma State University spent 3 years studying the area. They found some strange anomalies that included ionized soil and electromagnetic interference. Soon after, Dr. Thatcher was shut down by men looking suspiciously like the men in black, with military credentials. So, what are your ideas about the area? An alien spaceship, a portal to another dimension, or Native American spirits protecting their land? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Number 9. Northern Virginia brings us the tale of the Bunny Man. So, this legend has actual events that occurred, which make it even creepier. The legend goes that back in 1904, a group of criminally insane inmates were being moved to another location. During this transfer, an accident happened and everyone died except for one man. Douglas Griffin, aka the Bunny Man, escaped into the night and was never seen again. That's when he began killing people and animals, which were mostly rabbits. He'd eat about a half of each rabbit and hang the rest up over the bridge for everyone to see. It's said that he gets extremely angry when anyone comes near his bridge, as a couple in 1970 found out. A bunny man appeared out of nowhere and threw an axe through their windshield, all the while yelling at them, calling them trespassers. The couple decided to keep the axe and they have it mounted on a plaque. If you're thinking of venturing out to Bunny Bridge, you should know that it's illegal to trespass on the train tracks on the bridge, and police set up checkpoints around the area at Halloween time to deter people from going there. Number 10. Hawaii brings us the tale of the night marchers. The night marchers of Hawaii are still around to this day and show up as ghostly apparitions of Hawaiian warriors from the past. As a group, they march to and from battles they've already fought, replaying their time here over and over again. They march through very specific areas and are recognized by their torches and their chants. They're mostly seen at night, with few exceptions. Their marches seem to coordinate with the moon cycles. It's said they float a couple inches off the ground, but on some occasions you can see footprints where they went by. If you happen to come across the march in progress, they must never be interrupted, and no eye contact ever made, or certain death will bestow you, a friend, or family member. The best thing to do is to lie low and pretend you're dead. These warriors are steadfast to their mission, and they are not out to haunt humans. In closing, we hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We look forward to hearing your suggestions for future topics. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Graybeard's Jewels.